Hey, are you thinking about moving to Collingwood, Ontario, and you want to know everything there is to know about development activity? Well, stick around because in this video, I'm going to go through a presentation that we just attended with the town of Collingwood, talking about everything new, frequently asked questions, just good things to note if you're thinking about moving here, or hey, even if you already live here. If this is your first time on the channel and you want to learn everything there is to know about living in Collingwood, make sure you subscribe and tap the bell for notifications. My name is Kevin De Silva and I'm a local real estate agent here with Royal LePage Locations North, and I get calls all the time from people just like you that are thinking about making the move to Collingwood. If that's you, it doesn't matter if you're looking to do that next month, next year, or simply you just want to learn more. Reach out to me. All the ways you can do that are in the description box of this video, including a Zoom link where you can book a call directly on my calendar at a time that works for you. Now let's get on and talk about what's happening with development in Collingwood, Ontario. So in the presentation that we received from the town of Collingwood, they went over a few key things like, a year-to-date building statistics, dollar values, how many permits, stuff like that, which I'll talk to you about. Some recently approved developments. We're going to talk about some of those, some developments under review, the Grains Terminal revitalization project. Not a ton there, but there's so much more coming down in the next very short while. So make sure you stick around and stay tuned for the next videos on that, but we'll touch on that. And then we'll just talk about, zonings and how affordable housing is a hot topic, but we'll keep some of it high level. So I'm just going to scroll through their presentation. This is exactly what the town presented to us. So in terms of building activity, you can see right here. So this year to date right now, this was presented to us in mid-November. So you could see how some of the numbers stack up there compared to other years. Significantly lower construction value on the 2025 year to date. Permit fees collected 439,000. Number of permits 479, which is lower than last year. We still got a couple months, so that'll come up a bit. But if you compare from 2022 to 2023 to 2024, you could see the different permits. Dwelling units issued 44 year to date, which is significantly down from last year, but not significantly from 2023. Secondary suites. We're going to talk more about secondary suites and additional suites in some dwellings here. So stick around for that. We're going to get to that in this video. Okay. Secondary suites. You can see that number starting to grow. It's probably going to be in line with last year by the end of the year, and I do suspect that number continuing to grow even next year, the year after, going up as affordable housing and additional unit programs become available and are available. And as they become more popular, I should say. Okay, some recently approved designs. The Annex, there's not many units left here actually. Really nice. I think there's only 4 units left, right on the corner of Maple and 5th. Really cool spot in downtown Collingwood. Let me pull up let's see here, their website here. Yeah, there's only about 4 units left, 2 freehold semi-detached and 2 freehold single detached. They are priced right now anywhere between $1,053,000 and $1,385,000. If you want more details on that, you can just Google, Victoria Annex. Reach out to me and I can send you that link too. But that's what's left right now. It's the houses that go around. And then there's more to come for the additional Annex phase, which is part of the old schoolhouse. So stay tuned for that. That'll be really cool on the next phase. Another development that's been recently approved is the 187 rental apartment across 3 buildings, and this is right off of 26, kind of like right across from Lighthouse Point. I'll pull it up on a map so you can kind of see where that is. Oh, and remember, if you're ever curious about any of these developments, all you need to do is go on the Collingwood active development map, and you can just toggle all of these on and off, and you can see any development you want. So this one is over here, the residents of Silver Creek. So you can get more info if you're really curious. I'm not going to get into there's so many documents there, but if you're curious, you can always, this is public information, you can always just go online and check those out. Okay, I think we have that website open here. They have open houses by appointment only every so often. You can go and have a look. If you want to get on the sign-in sheet, you can update list, let me know, or you can just go on their website, Silver Creek Apartments, and sign yourself up. And you can get some more information on it right here too, right? Some of the different units. Actually, let's look at they have some renderings that are pretty cool. So that's what it'll look like That's the 3 apartment buildings, the 3. And then, there's Lighthouse Point, and there's downtown Collingwood. So it looks pretty nice from the renderings. I'm pretty impressed with it so far. Some pickleball courts, because obviously that's getting so popular. Some outdoor living space, some indoor living spaces, like common areas and stuff. But yeah, you can scroll through their website. There's a lot of cool things to look at here. Okay. Going back to presentation, 90 residential units these are the ones by Sunvale Homes, 84 townhouses and six semis. I have that one over. Those are the Poplar trails. There's already a few brand new ones that people have purchased and moved into. They have a really nice model home, so you can go and check out. If you want more information on that, let me know. But these are these are some of the ready ones. So for example, they're selling right now for $799, or this is an end unit. This one's not an end unit at $679. So you can kind of get to see, oh, here's the model home. If you don't make it there, you could just kind of go through here and click to explore, and you could go in and check it out. And look at I like all the arches over here. A lot of these are, again, this is a model home, so it's all upgraded, right? Keep that in mind. But it is really nice, so keep that in mind. This is Sunvale Homes, just off of Poplar. Mountain Road. This is commercial development on the way out west of Collingwood towards Blue Mountain. Stay tuned. There's some businesses investing and being in here, so there's just more commercial space for Collingwood, which is awesome. The Collingwood Quay, some calling it the Quay, but it's the Quay. 100 residential units, really nice. I think they're about halfway sold from what I recall. Don't quote me on that. It might be a little off, but I think it's around there. It's gonna be really cool. It's gonna be commercial on the bottom, and what's so cool about these, you're surrounded by water on 3 sides, right? So if you look all around here, that's water on 3 sides. It's gonna be commercial on the bottom, stores. It's gonna be part of that development right at the water. This is not part of the terminals project, but it's right there, right? And it looks really cool. Here's on the website here. You can get some information. Oh, you can actually, that last picture, yeah, you can see the Collingwood terminals right there. What else? Yeah, there's gonna be commercial along the bottom here. These are the 100 units up here. It's gonna be a nice promenade walkway all the way around, coffee shop, stuff like that. It's gonna look sharp. I'm excited for this one. I think it's gonna be really, really nice. Just going through some of the pictures here. Oh, there's a cool little video, little rendering. Well, there's the shipyards. You missed it. The shipyards development there. That's been there for a while, but yeah, really, really cool. Really cool development. I'm seriously, I'm looking really forward to this one. It's such a cool spot. You're like right at the base of the harbor there. It's awesome. Walk to everything downtown. Right, downtown is like right off the screen to the right. There's the new harbor house in that last image there. This is a really cool rendering. I don't know if I've seen this full rendering yet. This is neat. Look at all the units there. Yeah, this is really, really neat. You're gonna be right on the harbor. You can't beat that. All right. So yeah, there's some information on there. That's the Collingwood Quay. Okay. Other recently approved developments: another 165 residential unit apartments at Georgian Bay at Wyldewood Creek. Another one there. 28 more homes are gonna fit them in between Campbell and Finley, right off here in Ontario. This is on the south end of town. They fit in a few more, 28 single detached dwellings, so that's pretty good. This is a big one, 136 dwelling units, 38 semis, 38 semi-detached, and 98 townhomes. This is to finish off Summitview Phase 3, right? So right in the corner, so all the way around it. Actually, let me pull it up on a different map here. Let's see, zoom out, go to High Street. Okay, so this is all Summitview over here, right? And then this is just that last pocket of land that's missing to finish off that phase, and that has been approved. So looking forward to that coming to market. This is a 4-story, 60-unit apartment rental at Ontario and Minnesota, right by there. And then there's just some more. Those are approved developments, and then there's a ton under review. Again, if you're really interested on how much is happening, you can just Google Collingwood active development map, and you can scroll around all the developments. There's these would be residential, some of them are commercial, so you could just scroll around and click on it, and there's all the details of everything if you just go to more info, you can get like tons of information on every project. So I'm not going to go through that here because we can spend hours on each project. Okay, so 33 residential dwelling, 4 semis and 29 townhomes, like kind of like a stacked, or sorry, like a row housing here. This one's kind of very nice on the south end of town here, Ontario and Poplar. The Gateway Center, like a pretty nice complex with residential and commercial development. That's the rendering they have right here. This one I think would be really nice, and a really good location too on the south end of town. To take away all from the north end of town by the water, you can kind of split up some of the development to the south end. I like this idea. More development under review. This is right beside the Silver Creek Apartments. Whoops, right beside the Silver Creek Apartments. There's some apartments that you could purchase that they're under review for purchase. The terminals, like there's a ton of information on this right now. There's nothing set in stone, but there's actually a meeting in a couple of weeks to give us an update. So I'm gonna see what we get from that meeting, and if it's a substantial amount of information, stay tuned. It'll be on a video. As of right now, it's gonna be condo, hotel, restaurant, stuff like that, so you can see that. Residential condominiums, hotel, commercial spaces, restaurant. So, and it's gonna incorporate the terminals and then have the building beside it. It looks really cool. I'm looking forward to more information on that. Public consultation, if you just go to this website right here, you could stay engaged with what's happening there too, okay? I'm not gonna spend too much time on zonings other than the ADU program, because I think that's a frequently asked question that a lot of people are talking about. But again, zoning bylaw updates, all on the websites right here, okay? Engage Collingwood, just Google Engage Collingwood zoning, and you can get lots of extra information here. Affordable housing master plan. There's fast track systems. There's incentives. There's quite a few things to get people investing in more affordable housing, more options. So I'm going to go through one of the more popular things, and it's the rapid ARU programs. So basically, the town of Collingwood will let you, let me pull it up right here. They will let you do 4 dwelling units per residential property. Okay, so that is to help with affordability, help with just the housing supply. And it doesn't always have to be, there's a lot of new houses coming to market in Collingwood. So you saw everything that was under approval and under review. But sometimes we need, smaller units within already existing places, existing homes. It could be an income for the homeowner to supplement their income and help out with cost of living, and it could be more affordable options for people that are looking for that kind of thing. And so they're the township of Collingwood, or the town of Collingwood, sorry, is giving some options. They have some attached. So there's attached, detached, converted garage, basement conversions. There's a few ways you could do that. There's grants from the Collingwood. There's grants from Collingwood specifically. There's grants from Simcoe County specifically, and then there's additional grants from Collingwood if you can get through the first 2, and that's up to $45,000 in total to help you build these ARUs. And they want us to do it rapidly because there's a need for it, right? So I think it's such a cool program. They already have pre-approved designs to speed up the application process and the approval process. So there's 7 pre-approved designs available on the website. Okay. Prefab modular designs, 3 traditional stick-built designs. They're really forward thinking. They want us to keep building, and they want the homeowners to consider this, because remember, we can do up to 4, right? We really want to make more housing availability, and preferably affordable housing availability. Okay, so lots of stuff going on over there. Just scrolling through. Oh, heritage properties. I'm not going to touch too much on this, but I thought this was kind of cool. The heritage, if you just go to the development map and go heritage district, it's pretty much all of downtown, not just here, Ontario. It covers Pine Street, covers Minnesota, covers St. Marie. It doesn't cover Minnesota. Just before that, there's Minnesota there. Up to St. Paul in some cases. So yeah, if you're doing any work, you'll have to go through, if you're renovating any of these homes or looking to purchase any of these homes in the Heritage District, anything like replacing windows, painting, even replacing a porch on these designated properties requires a heritage permit to be issued by the town prior to undertaking the work. So additional to a regular building permit, you got to go through, got to get a heritage permit. Okay, just something to keep in mind if you're buying to renovate like right downtown, right? Definitely keep that in mind. Where to find information? Again, it's easy. Google it. The Engage Collingwood websites, collingwood.ca/housing/heritage. You could click these links or reach out to me and I can send you these links. We'll add some of these links to the description box of this video. But if you're stuck on looking for something that I went through in this presentation, just let me know. All right, I know that was super high level, going through some new developments, the rapid ARU program, just high level stuff about Collingwood. But hey, if you're looking to move here or you already live here and want to take advantage of something like the ARU, you want to know what's going on in town. Again, just Google active Collingwood development map if you're really curious, and you can see all the units, all those subdivisions or small subdivisions, large or small. You can see everything, and it's all public. If you have any problems looking for them, finding them, let me know. I can help you. I can guide you through that. If you're thinking of moving here and you don't know which subdivision you might want to go to, reach out to me. All the ways you could do that are in the description box of this video. Until then, I am looking forward to helping you make a smooth move to Collingwood, Ontario.